TBS News, I'm Rosine Park. North Korea has said it fired a hypersonic missile Wednesday that successfully hit its intended target. The North state-run Korean Central News Agency reported that the launch, the second of its kind, came after regime leader Kim Jong-un vowed last week to boost his country's military capabilities. North Korea first launched a hypersonic missile last September, claiming it could fly at lower altitudes and achieve more than 5 times the speed of sound. According to the KCNA, this week's test confirmed missile components such as flight control and its ability to operate in the winter. Leader Kim was reportedly satisfied with the test results. South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff earlier said the North had fired what it believed to be a ballistic missile into the EC. While Chung Won-da's National Security Council said it was concerned about the latest provocation, President Moon Jae-in again called on the regime to return to the dialogue table. South Korean health authorities have confirmed another day of more than 4,000 new coronavirus cases. In the latest 24-hour period, 4,126 additional infections were recorded, according to the KDCA, bringing the total caseload to 653,792 since the start of the pandemic. All but 195 of the latest were domestic transmissions. The death toll also rose by 49 to 5,887. Meanwhile, the number of critical COVID patients in intensive care units nationwide dropped by 71 to 882. Officials noted that they've also been seeing some positive changes, with severe patients decreasing and some even being discharged from hospital amid the recent slowdown in infections. However, the government continues to keep its guard up against the coronavirus as worries remain over the more transmissible Omicron variant and spikes in COVID-19 around the world. So far, more than 44% of adults age 18 and up in the country have received a COVID-19 vaccine booster shot. For the entire population, the rate stood at 38.3%. The government has been pushing a third dose of vaccines in order to better protect the public and healthcare systems against threats posed by more contagious variants. Italy says it will soon require older people over the age of 50 to be vaccinated against the coronavirus as that country struggles with nearly daily new records of fresh infections fueled by the Omicron variant. On Wednesday, 189,000 new infections were confirmed in the country of some 59 million people. Prime Minister Mario Draghi's cabinet voted unanimously to impose a mandate that will crack down on those who refuse to be vaccinated and who now account for the majority of patients in Italy's rapidly filling ICU beds. It was not immediately known what, if any, penalty non-vaccinated older persons might face. And world number 1 tennis player Novak Djokovic is facing deportation from Australia after the authorities there revoked his visa. Djokovic flew to Melbourne to defend his Australian Open title after saying he'd been given a medical exemption from the country's COVID-19 vaccination rules, but border officials said he failed to provide evidence to meet their requirements. Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison said no one was above the rules. That's all the news for now. You're listening to TBS eFM.